How about now?
Oh, yeah, he's still trying to fix me. I was just going to keep rambling.
They should be able to hear you now. I've just...
Okay.
I think I've accidentally had you muted
it's a
for
charity
that entire time.
It's a charity that helps sick, injured, and unwanted animals. So even if you can give just £1, it's still £1 more than we had in the first place, and that's really cool. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about that because I haven't been pushing it as much because I've just been so busy this month with all the live streams and everything. But yeah, every single live stream this month is going to be for that specific event. So, you know, put exclamation fundraiser in my chat and you can get a link to that. Alright, that's all I wanted to say on that. Is there any other weird and fantastical names from high school popped up in the chat? In the Twitter?
The police officer who killed Dante Wright has been charged with second-degree manslaughter, which is quite good, to say the least. I feel like we need to mention it because it's current news and is massive.
Yeah, there's a lot of news going around about this, especially considering Chauvin, the guy who killed fuck, why am I blanking on people's names? This was such a big event. George Floyd, sorry, I've literally just woken up. The guy who killed George Floyd is currently on trial. He's got multiple things against him. That it's all going to trial right now.
I watched a day of his trial, and
is it on video?
Yeah, it's on American TV.
That's interesting.
I watched it through TikTok actually, because
they would be broadcasting the whole thing, really, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're broadcasting the entire thing.
It was just it was close, and it's such a shame that it's taken murder of not just one person but multiple people of color by the hands of police over many years, and then this just one. I think what was so brutal about it was the fact that someone recorded his death. They recorded his last moments. That's happened before, I'm sure, but this was like a bystander with her own camera recording the whole thing, and it was just so horrific and sad. It just sparked so much. Yeah, go on.
I watched her stand witness, and because I watched the first day, but I haven't been around to watch any of the others because the time zones are so weird. And this lady on TikTok kind of holds her phone up in front of her TV and like commentates on it, and I just think it's really nice to have her commenting on it as well. But unfortunately, she doesn't save the live stream, so I've not been able to catch up. But I watched the first day, and
I mean, if you went hunting for it, I'm sure you'd be able to find it.
Yeah, I would be able to find it, but I'm not sure I'd be able to find this specific lady's. Yeah, because it's nice with the commentary, because she's just really sassy and it's lovely. But I watched the first day, and the defense, was just a dirtbag, as you'd expect. He's a big famous lawyer in the US. Like, the lady said that she's seen him before. So, like, in the US, I think they broadcast trials, like, all the time. It's not just the big ones.
Is that a common thing? Like,
it must be, because people know who he is.
What are the rules? What are the rules around broadcasting trials and recording them and stuff? Because I hear so many conflicting things. Is it because it's different per state, maybe?
It's different per state. But he was asking these kids questions. Kids is the key word in that sentence. And he was just doing it in a way that was just so nasty and manipulative. And he was making these children talk about the horrible things that they witnessed. and making them relive that trauma. And I don't understand how it is legal to make a child live through that trauma again on the witness stand. But he also tried to say that this lady who was a firefighter who was there as well and saw it, he also tried to say that she was lying about being a firefighter when she was stood there in a uniform. So that was it. That was just hilarious. Like, he...
Casper, sorry to interrupt. That message you just sent in chat, you can right-click and ban the user. I've seen them on multiple smaller streamers, just advertising, buying viewers, and it's just so scummy. If you put that, there is a way.
I would just ban them.
If you put, yeah, it's a good shout. There is a way if you put like that you can put rules. I'll talk to you more about it after. But if anyone else out there is reading and doesn't know this, if you do put rules in your chat that just say stuff like no advertising and things, and maybe it's not the fact that I've put a rule in saying no advertising, but ever since I put a rule in, say, and one of the rules is no advertising or no, that kind of thing, I haven't had a single one of them. But that might be because, like, bots can, if you don't have rules on your channel, bots can post, but if you do, then, like, it's harder for them to post. Maybe? I'm not too sure.
It's also quite important to know, whilst we're talking about this bot coming into my chat, that if you buy views or followers on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, or anything, that is a way to get your channel deleted straight away.
Oh, and apparently Sean's just said that you can also ban the word big follows. So, because they all say that.
I haven't had it. I've never seen anything like that before. I've had that happen to me on YouTube a lot.
I get weird ones that are usually links to, like, weird sex stuff.
I get porn bots a lot.
Yeah, like all
I get it on here
because I've got the archive channel that I archive all my streams on the archive channel. Yeah, I've just logged in. They usually get deleted by YouTube. This one hasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just logged into my archive channel, and because I don't get any views on there, because I'm not expected to get any views on there, I literally just archive every single stream I've ever done just for my own sake, because I want in a year, if I'm still streaming in a year, which I hope to be, I want to be able to look back and be like, haha, what the fuck is this guy doing? But yeah, I've just literally just got best full dating, hot girls, love sex, click here. And it's just like,
I get
what
stuff
are you
like
trying to achieve? A, this doesn't have any fucking views, and B, it's a live stream archive about a fucking animated cat game.
Yeah, it's just a bit strange. Yeah, I get those on YouTube quite a lot. But I tend to be very on it with my channel with it, because I have people under the ages of 18 watching them, watching my channel, and it's just concerning that they can jump into any chat and say that.
Go luck, see you in a couple of hours for Among Us. Yep, I look forward to it, dude.
We're playing Among Us in a couple of hours.
Which is very strange timing, that one. So for us, we're going to be playing it 9 a.m. After the podcast. We're going to end the podcast, take an hour break, and then come back and play it at 9 p.m. But for Super Freakful, who just posted in my chat there, it's going to be 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. 6 in the morning tomorrow.
Wow.
So that's time zones are fucking killer, man. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a long one for me tonight Among Us, just because I'm getting a bit tired now, to be honest. I've been at uni all day.
I needed an energy drink for this. I'm probably going to have an energy drink after this. I've been sleeping pretty much all day. My head's fucked. I feel so drained and so tired. I just can't, man. Everything's so fucking long. You know, like all the days are so long. Like I just,
I went to uni today, and all of the shops are open now. And there is no social distancing at all. I was the only person
the other day.
wearing a mask. Somebody sat next to me on the bus, and you're meant to leave every other seat like empty, so like one row someone sat on and then the one behind them is left empty. And someone sat right next to me, and I was like, excuse me, can you move? And they were like, no. I was like, well, I'm going to move then. Social distance. And then I got off the bus.
Worries, negativity. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I said this the other day because I'm seeing on all the on all my stories on Instagram and everything. So many people are just going around, going to parties and stuff. Like all the influencers I follow on Instagram and things like that. And they were all the people that everyone was praising for doing the right thing when it was illegal to go out. And now it's legal to go out. They're going out and just disregarding everything that happened beforehand. And it just goes to show that no one actually ever gave a fuck.
Like,
and I
had this conversation with Leo yesterday.
Because I don't necessarily, I can 100% get it. Like, I want to go see my family, and I don't want to give a fuck. I want to host a party and have more than 2 other people around at my house, and I wouldn't give a fuck.
I want to play board games with people from uni.
I get it, but it's just so. I think you needed to pick a camp and you needed to stay in it. Either you gave a fuck, or you didn't. Because at this point, it just seems like
it's just
like no one ever really cared.
I know people are being vaccinated, which is very good.
Yeah,
but it doesn't
You've got to be careful, and just me saying like I don't give a fuck is not me saying that I endorse people being stupid. I just think it's just so hypocritical to be in one camp this entire time, and then as soon as the government's just like. As soon as the government says it's okay,
Primark's
then it must
open.
Sure.
I can go and do something very close to someone else. I couldn't think of anything.
Buy clothes in Primark? Was that your example?
I was going to go to Primark earlier because since quarantine, I've started living in trackies. Like this is the first day I've worn jeans for about 12 months.
I outgrew all of my clothes other than trackies during lockdown, and I have been solely in them this entire time. And I've loved it, and I don't want to go back.
And basically, I need some more because I don't want to go back to jeans every day. Yeah. So I was going to go and get myself a pair of trackies or maybe a pair of shorts because it's getting warmer and now we live by the beach. But the line was going round Primark, like, almost completely. So I went to look in the Debenhams because it's closing down in Brighton. And there was no social distancing at all. A child coughed on me.
Ew.
So I don't...
Children are nasty, man. Children are something else.
I don't think I'm going to be risking going into the shops again. Because the vaccine... I have had my first one, which is very good, but it's not you won't get it like the flu jab. It's if you do get it, it might not be as bad, but we're not entirely sure. So I am still vulnerable to it because I am still asthmatic, funnily enough. And today just made me think I shouldn't attempt to go into shops anytime soon. Because I don't want to get ill because of it.
I don't know what I think or what I feel. Like, I just don't want things to go back to how they were. It's gonna, like, I have the sneaking suspicion we're going to go back to the same economy, the same pressure, the same everything as we had before COVID. but like operating on post-COVID rules, on pre-COVID rules. Now we're post-COVID, and it's just not. I don't think it's just gonna kill more people than COVID did. I think if we continue the way that we're going to.
I would very much like it if we continued the social distancing, just in general, just for life, because I've not had a cold for 12 months. And if we continued masks...
I think that part of that is because you are wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I think so much... Like, think about how much you realistically touch when you go to a shop that someone else has. It's not much. Like, if I go down to my local shop, the only thing I'm really touching that someone else has touched during that time, because the doors are usually open and things like that, is probably like the shelf stacker. And if the shelf stacker was ill when they were stacking shelves, then they probably shouldn't be in work anyway. Yeah. And they probably wouldn't be in work anyway. So, realistically, I could go there, buy something, go home, and not catch an illness. However, if I go in there without a mask and I walk past someone who is ill, and I'm breathing in the same air that's around them in the same way, then I could catch something. I think part of it is just wearing masks out and about.
Sorry, I'm still on Twitter's trending, and there's something I don't understand. BBC's head of creative diversity has told a conference that Idris Elba's lead character in the TV series Luther doesn't feel authentic because, and I'm quoting here, he isn't black enough to be real.
What?
Yeah. A lot of the tweets are like, what?
Okay, people. Also, back on Twitter trending, we've got people calling Jameela Jamil raging ignorant narcissist.
Is that the lady from The Good Place?
Yeah.
Why are they calling her an ignorant narcissist?
Because she's saying that puberty blockers are not permanent. Loads of girls in my school were on them for very heavy periods. This was in the 90s. I don't remember hearing the outcry about how dangerous and evil they were then. But that was because they were for cis kids, so it was fine. So I think what she's saying there is... people are saying that she's getting puberty blockers and just the pill mixed up.
The pill does more harm to you than puberty blockers do.
Yeah, like, I think most of what the hate directed towards her right now is from transphobes that want puberty blockers to be banned.
Yeah, like I agree with her that they would be a better solution than the pill for kids who had very heavy periods, to be honest, because I was put on...
I don't understand Twitter, right? Because I can go on to something and I can read what an issue is, and I can get my understanding of it, and then I can scroll down and I can see a tweet from someone that's entirely fucking different. And I don't know if it's because I've misunderstood something, because they've misunderstood something, or because they are taking keywords from the thing that they've read and are using it to form some fucked up kind of misinterpreted opinion.
Yeah, they're probably twisting the words.
I literally just saw Jameela Jamil pushing medical gay conversion therapy for likes on Twitter. And I was just like... That none of those words made any sense based on what the thing I just read.
I'm still reading about Luther.
Where did this come from? What?
Yeah. If anything, puberty blockers would be a safer alternative.
And then I scroll down again, and then there's someone just like Jameela Jamil is trending. Cis people really are more obsessed with puberty blockers than any trans person I've ever met.
Yeah. Like I've never met a trans person that thinks about these things as much as these cis saddos on Twitter do. Like, even before you're on them, you don't think about them that much before you're put on them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got worse. Luther isn't
Why?
black enough because he doesn't have any black friends and he doesn't eat any Caribbean food. And
what? What are you reading? What is this?
Twitter trending Luther. That's what the BBC's diversity chief said.
I haven't seen this. Oh, that's for you, right? If I go to trending. No, BBC. I still haven't.
I'm just gonna Google this person to see if they're black themselves.
There it is. So it's 13th on trending. Doesn't feel authentic.
Because he's not dealing drugs or rapping, one of the tweets said. Meet the team.
Alright, BBC diversity chief says Idris Elba's TV detective Luther isn't black enough to be real.
But if you've actually watched, if you've watched the show, one of the tweets said that
if you haven't watched the fucking show, what does that even fucking mean? What does it mean to either be black enough or not? Like surely, like, you are black if your skin color is black. That's it. Like there's certain things that. Like
every black person
is more preferable in black culture and black people understand more, but that's not across the board. That doesn't mean anything, surely.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's just a black person playing a character. That doesn't make them any less black, or am I missing something completely here? What?
I don't know, but one of the tweets that I've just seen says that the police turn on Luther every time they get he is authentically black. Which they do. If you've watched the show, I don't like crime dramas, but it's probably my favourite. Just because it's quite dark at times. And I like that.
I feel like we covered a lot of heavy topics right now, surrounding a lot of serious issues. I'm going to try and find us something that's not as serious. Let me try.
I think the Minecraft cave update might have come out.
Has it come out now? Has it actually?
I think so.
Minecraft.
Oh no, it's being delayed.
Oh, of course.
It makes sense though, because they won't have been able to work on it properly because of COVID.
Let's have a look at PC gaming news. Cyberpunk 2077 hotfix stops cops from teleporting behind you during roof crimes. I've now played a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077, and let me tell you, I think it's absolutely shit. I can see why people would enjoy it, and I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the role-playing aspect of it. I enjoyed making my character. I enjoyed wandering around the world. And I enjoyed talking to the people in the world and making choices and conversational dialogue. And everyone felt good. And they got the vibe going really well. The whole aesthetic is 100% up there. But then you have to fight people as well. And the combat is some of the most garbage fucking bullshit I've ever seen. If you look past the fact that most of the AI gets stuck behind corners or try and take cover and then just stand there or don't shoot you in the first place. If you look past all of the glitches with it, you've then got clunky guns that don't fucking feel right, and a sneaking system that's just so unsatisfying.
So it's just half done then?
It's just so half done. Like, I compare sneaking in the RPGs a lot to Dishonored and Skyrim. Those are my two comparisons. And if you manage to make a sneaking system that's similar to either of those, I will adore you for it. But the Cyberpunk's was just garbage. It was just the same animation every single time of either you snap someone's neck or you knock them out or whatever. And it was just so boring. Like, if I play a stealthy game and I've got some kind of knife, I want to slit people's throats or stab them in the back or whatever, like Skyrim allowed me to do. Or in Dishonored, you could do all kinds of shit. Like, you could drop down on people and knife them, or you could just sneak up behind them and stab them and then immediately move their body or whatever. And it was just really, really well done. But I don't know. I have yet to find a RPG video game where stealth is implemented correctly since Skyrim. Skyrim was the first. Dishonored doesn't count because it's intended to play that way. You can play Dishonored by going around and causing a bunch of chaos and killing things, but the game will punish you for it. You're not really meant to do that. You can't get a lot of achievements that way. And it doesn't feel the same as if you complete an entire level in Dishonored without being seen or heard or having any alerts drawn to you whatsoever. That shit's amazing, but that doesn't count for what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the same thing in Skyrim, where stealth actually meant something, and it was satisfying, and it was quite difficult to clear an entire building, but you could do it. You could do it completely unseen, and if you snuck up behind someone and clicked on them, you'd do fucking a shit ton of damage and kill them straight away. I want another RPG. Basically, I want Elder Scrolls 6 at this point. I think nothing's ever going to be able to do it. Even Fallout 4 didn't manage to do it. Fallout 4's sneaking system was garbage. So, I don't know. I've gone on for a really long time, so I paused here, hoping that Casper had something different to say.
I don't know what to say about that, because I never really got into Skyrim.
If anyone has any video games that they can suggest where it's an RPG and you don't have to play as a stealth character, but you've got the option and it actually works, please let me know, because I haven't found a game other than Skyrim where you can do that. Like, it's one of those where, say you've got an RPG and you've got all your standard RPG stats, right? You've got your strength, perception, charisma, agility, all of that garbage. Then you've got that whole RPG, but then what a lot of video games do now is the only ones that actually matter are either perception, so you can shoot accurately, or strength, so you can deal a shit ton of damage as fast as possible, or endurance, so you've got a shit ton of health. Those are the three main ones that actually allow you to have a good gaming experience. But what if I want a character, a purely charismatic character? That's something I've never seen any video game ever do. Is that, what about having the ability to just play a purely charismatic character who can't fight at all, who has to then go around and basically hire themselves, either talk their way out of situations or hire themselves some help so that the help will do all the dirty work for them. That kind of build would be so much fun to play as.
It would,
or a purely stealth character whose entire skill set relies on them being sneaky and fast. But all of these RPGs just rely on strength and endurance rather than, I don't know, and because it's easy to swing a sword. Well, not in real life. I'm sure swords are actually really heavy, but it's easy to just click and you swing a sword and block with a shield, and you just do that over and over again in various different combinations, and your enemies are dead. That shit's easy though. I want to fucking stealth around and worry whether or not I'm going to get caught or be seen. And I want to, like, move the body so that I don't alert the people, like, the enemy's friends or whatever. And I want to, like, drop down on people from above and knife them in the face. You know, all that kind of stuff. I want that.
Sorry, I've just refreshed my Twitter trending. And Tinder is trending because someone at CNN was talking to someone on Tinder and admitted that the entire network is lies to an undercover spy.
I mean,
so
didn't we know that anyway?
Not officially.
Oh, right, okay.
So now they do. And they just seem so stupid that this person went on a date with an undercover spy and told them that the entire network is lies. I just find that quite funny.
Yeah, I mean, the entire network is lies. What specifically is a lie? Like,
everything.
What does that mean, though?
Is the video, 1 second.
I think we got him through this term. We would always show shots of him jogging.
So in other news, we've got the Binding of Isaac DLC came out recently. Me and Casper given that a go. That was really good.
It is very good so far. Yeah.
And people have dug around in the code of it, and I've actually found that there is like code left behind for an online co-op mode, because they've implemented a local co-op mode for 1 to 4 players.
Oh, that's
which
cool.
I think is so much fucking fun. Me and Casper have played it. It's really cool. But what's missing is an online mode. And there is Steam Remote Play, but that suffers from latency issues and things like that.
I've never used
Steam
it
Remote Play is notorious for. But I think it should definitely have an online thing. And I'm hoping that they do give a little update in the future just to make that happen. I know they're done updating the game now, but I just hope that they introduce something, because I'm also excited to see what these guys do next. What's Binding of Isaac developer? What are they called? I know it's Edward Macmillan, but what's the...
I have no clue. Binding
company's name. I'm excited to see what they do next. Anyway,
Isaac. That's a good start.
Edward Macmillan. So Edward Macmillan is the guy he's behind a lot of them, a lot of games like this. And I'm just interested to see what he does next. Really. Like, he hasn't got anything really planned as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm just on his Twitter now, and he's just posted a lot of Isaac stuff.
Yeah, but now they've stopped doing updates. I am excited to see what happens, because it's been nothing but Isaac, and Isaac is a great video game. It's exceptional, but I am really looking, it's old news now. I want to know what they do next.
Yeah, it's been nothing but Isaac for 10 years now, I think. And
pretty much,
and it would be nice to see another game from him.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know,
but yeah, apparently there's a alleged online co-op capability, and I think that'd be really interesting, but we'll just have to wait.
It would be really interesting, and it would be...
I know they are done with updating it now, so...
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through his Twitter, and he's just... someone has made an arcade machine with the Binding of Isaac in it, and it's very cool. He mainly just retweets fan art and some people who've designed T-shirts and stuff. He just retweets them. He's not said anything about what he's going to do next, but honestly, he might not know because they have spent the last 10 years on this one game.
Maybe just to take a break for a bit. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Like I would.
Oh, and he's just yeah, he only tweets about the Binding of Isaac, really.
Right, well, I'm bored and there's no more fucking stories. I can't be asked. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
For like an hour, and then I'm gonna wake up, and then I'm gonna stream Isaac with everybody. But that's it. I'm out of stories. There's nothing happened this week, other than I can't be asked. Right, take care. Bye.